CPJ together or what have you. He said to me, he said, yo, Bruce, he said, you have to be schizophrenic with your shit. And I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know he was that. What the hell is he talking about? Right? Then it dawned on me, and I was like, oh, I get it. What he was basically saying is that you have to eat, drink, sleep, and breathe whatever you do.
Right.
That's how you blow.
Right.
You feel me? That's how you blow.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like Erasmus, the philosopher Erasmus said, you know, when I have money, I buy books. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I have left over, I buy food. You see? So you see his list of priorities right there, right? So it's one of those things where you have to have that level of dedication, that level of devotion to whatever it is that you were doing in order for you to be successful. Because, again, power concedes nothing without a demand, never did, never will, whether it's a demand of your time, it's a sacrifice of your funds or money or what have you, or your study. You see? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
what I'm talking about. And so, you know, step up your game, you know what I'm saying? I challenge the listeners, you know, I mean, I'm about to go on the archive pretty soon once this is over. And when people go into the archives, I challenge them to really step up and constantly step up your game. You know, you always do what you always did. You're going to always get what you always got.
Same result. There you go. There you go.
You know that.
Totally
you heard that saying. So
that's right. But it's true.
That's what it's about.
True.
You know,
true.
let's get it popping. Let's, you know, and that's what I'm all about. If you're about business, let's talk.
Right. Okay.
You know, if you're about some next level shit, let's talk.
That's
you know? I'm striving for mogulhood, straight up and down, you heard? None of that mediocre and you know, ownership is way over playership, you heard? That's what I'm talking about, ownership. You can be on some playership, cool. Right. I sit back and get some box seats and watch you do the damn thing.
Right, because you own it.
For me, it's ownership over playership, you know?
Right. I feel you. I'm going to...
God is great.
He is, and he gives us, you know, he gives us that wisdom. We just got to tap into it and use it, just like you said. I'm going to take a call. We've got many people listening online, but we have a person with their hand up that wants to speak to you. So we're going to take the caller from 323, first three numbers, 423. You're on the line from the Heart and Soul Show. Who are we speaking to?
This is Gumbo for the Soul. What's up, my sister, my brother?
What's up, Beth?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm truly blessed. How are you, sis?
I'm blessed. I'm enjoying the show. Rachel, I want to tell you congratulations to 3 years doing your thing on From the Heart and Soul. I'm really enjoying this show. And Bruce, thank you as well. You always bring it real. That's why, you know, when I became acquainted with you, I'm happy to say 4 years ago, I said, no, we got to have him in Gumbo for the Soul. I can't let this other get away. So if anybody is listening to this call and you're running a business and you need some consultation, the man is on the line.
Well, God is great. I appreciate that shameless plug. All I have to do is go to BruceGeorgeMedia.com, and then I have a consultation sheet, you know, and we'll get it moving. PayPal all day, every day. You heard?
Real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I accept PayPal, no checks, none of that.
I just want to
strictly PayPal. I mean, the way the postal system is, that shit'll fuck around and bounce. You heard? Pardon my language, though.
That's all right. It's real. You know, it's real.
That's just real. Let's get with the PayPal. Let's keep it moving.
That's right. So thank you so much. I'm really enjoying the show. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of it. Y'all be blessed.
No thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. So now, Bruce, I want to ask you this because I know you used to, or you might still be performing. I was able to catch one of your performances, and I have a little clip of it. Am I able to play that, or?
Okay,
is that okay with you?
Because there's only like maybe two, because I'm more or less like focused on letting other people have that platform.
Okay, I got
what
you.
you want to do, you know, it's all good.
No, we don't have to, because, I mean, there's so much on you I can focus on, so we don't even have to go there. I do want to also ask you about the People Power Network. Tell us about the People Power Network.
Okay, the People Power Network is a network that, you know, I created a couple of years ago, and we have like about 823 people in it, you know, where you can post your photos, blogs, and bio, all that good stuff, and intermingle with amazing people. I mean, the music on the homepage, you know, we help populate the earth with that.
Yeah,
you know,
I love that
music. Thank you, I appreciate it. So, you know, there's a lot of babies were born as a result of that. And so, I mean, it's just a place or another space for people to vantage point themselves, you know, as far as branding, name branding, image branding, intellectually speaking as well, you know, as far as their intellectual property branding. So it's just a real good spot for them to just really vibe, you know, and the website for that is www.thepeoplepowernetwork. That's one word, nothing spelled funny. thepeoplepowernetwork.ning, that's NING.com. So it's thepeoplepowernetwork.ning.com. You know, I mean, and you can get at me at brucegeorgemedia.com, and you can check out all of my Twitter movements, the End Gun Violence movement, People Before Profit movement, the No BS movement that you alluded to earlier, you know, the We Are Focused movement, you know, just all these different movements, because that's what it's all about. It's all about creating movements, right?
Yeah,
you know,
most definitely.
Poetry Jam was just one of those movements. The Bandana Republic, our literary anthology by gang members and their affiliates, is another movement, you know?
Tell us about that, Bruce. Tell us about that.
Well, the Bandana Republic, you know, Louis Rivera was the editor and co-founder, and I was the founder or the founder and managing editor. And it's a literary anthology by so-called gang members and their affiliates. And Jim Brown has written the forward to it, the Hall of Famer.
Right.
You know, Ruby D is in it, the late great Oscar Brown Jr. is in it, Marie Gilbert, my dad Prez, the last poets. You know, Layla Steinberg, who discovered Tupac. You know, I mean, all that, you know, so-called discovered Tupac. So anyway, so it's a book, it's short stories, prose, interviews, sayings, and quotes from actual gang leaders, members, and those affiliated. You know, and I come out of gang culture. You know, no shame in my game. You know, in New York, I've been in about 4 or 5 of them. You know, so as an activist or a social activist, it was easy for me to be able to do a project like that. Because I'm in connect with them, and I'm in contact with a lot of these leaders, right? And so, you know, it was in a lot of them, most of them are activists, and a lot of people don't realize that. You know, I mean, from the Bloods to the Crips to the Kings, a lot of these leaders are activists, and so we see each other at rallies or whatever. So it was, the network was tight, and I was able to vantage point them to get into it. It's never been done before. Audible Incorporated did. Through my connects, because I'm a consultant, and you spoke about that with Audible Incorporated, which is a podcasting company. And, you know, I was able to, make some, you know, music and magic there. Chuck D did part of the voiceover for the ebook to the book, and we wound up getting nominated for an audio award, which is equivalent to an Oscar. You know, we didn't win, but we got nominated for it, you know, online shit, right? Yeah. God is great.
That's right.
And, you know, and I mean, I've had gang leaders promise me, yo, this is going to be required reading for our soldiers. Okay. You know, it's been smuggled into the shoe at Pelican Bay on the West Coast. You know, the Mexican Mafia blessed it. Got their blessings. You know, we got the Northerners, the you know, Sureños, Norteños, you know, Crips, Bloods, Kings, you know, King Tone, you know, who was the godfather of the almighty Latin King and Queen Nation. You know, I mean, when the Latin Kings see him, they bow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the type of power dude got. You know, and so I mean, it's really a real official street book. You know, street lit, and it's doing what it's doing. You know, and a lot of love in Chicago. You cannot do no gang shit without including Chicago. Everybody focuses all on L.A. Chicago's been gang banging forever. They're part of gang culture has been going on in Chicago forever. It doesn't go far back as New York, though. I mean, we talk about Herbert Ashbury, the gangs of New York. You know, I mean, we had so-called gangs in New York for like forever, since the 1600s or whatever. But I mean, you know, but they're really not gangs. You know, gang is a generic term. What they really are street tribes, or street organizations. So when I'm using the generic term of gangs. You know what I'm saying? So people
can understand
exactly what I'm talking about.
Overstand. There you go.
Yeah, but
I got you.
So it's doing what it's doing. I'm excited about it.
Good.
And,
I'm excited for you.
It's all about some next level stuff, right?
Okay. So let me ask you this now: the Black Panther Collective. How has that influenced you as a person?
Yeah, I was with the Black Panther. I did a brief stint with the Black Panther Collective, and it's funny that you mentioned that because when I first met Danny Simmons, you know, I was a part of him. Russell Simmons' big brother. I was a part of them, right?
Right.
So I'm rolling up in this house, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of fellas, and we got black bandanas on, and you know what I'm saying, and the black army hats on, and the fatigues, you know.
The whole gear.
I was able to, you know, I was able to bring the concept to him, and he brought it to Russell from the DPJ. So it was, you know, that's the abridged version. Obviously, there's a lot of things that transpired in between that, but that was the spot where you know, things, you know, that's where the spark came about. You know, like Nietzsche talks about the notion that, you know, that knowledge is the spark between two swords, right? So that was the spark between two swords. Right there, exactly. And from there, it was like, boom, you know, Puff the Magic, you know, Dragon type shit, where it's like this is one thing led to the other, and here we are, you know, 6 seasons on HBO with the Peabody and then the Tony Award for you know, the Broadway version. Actually, I hit up Toni Braxton, and she was like, yo, I love yo, because she announces up as a runner-up for the Broadway stuff. And Danny Glover announced it as a winner.
Oh, wow.
So she was showing me some love today. I was telling her, and she was like, you know, talking about the notion of how via Twitter, she was talking about the notion how people are trying to get her to, you know, get into singing when your album coming out. I told her, don't even sweat that. Just do you. You know what I'm saying? Don't even sweat that. But she showed me some love, though. She's like, yeah. I love y'all. I remember when I did that for y'all, when, you know, whatever. So we're definitely praying for her and her success, you know?
Good. And I just want to take this moment to thank you again for doing the blurb for my book. I appreciate you. I really do.
Oh, yeah, that book is off the hook.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
It's all good. That's what we do, you know what I'm saying? It's about looking out for each other. You know, the struggle continues, you know. You know, Ossie Davis talked about the notion that all struggle is between the power to resist and the power to oppress. And he also said that, you know, being an African American, however, implies that something at the core of your existence is in crisis mode or will be at some point in life. So, and I'm saying that to say for all those listeners out there, you know, the struggle continues. I don't give a damn how much money you wind up making, right? I don't care what neighborhood you live in, right? You know, you could be a mogul, you could be a semi-mogul, you could be whatever. You could be Oprah. Oprah's Oprah. Let me tell you something. There's people that won't even return Oprah's calls.
There you go. Of course.
So there's always going to be.
It's going to always be like that.
Some form of struggle.
There you go.
You know?
There you go. Definitely. Now, Bruce, you are in my terms an organic conversationalist. Do you feel this edge makes you successful and a sought-after speaker?
You know, wow, that's another good question. You know, it's like what I said with Ralph Waldo Emerson, the quote I had given you. You know, if you make enough noise, people will come to you. And so it's one of those things where I just make enough noise where, you know, and it's the type of energy that I'm blessed to be able to put out. Where I don't have to do a whole lot of looking. You know, all I have to do is just do what I need to do. You know, and when you do that, and if you do it right, you know, there's an expression, if you build it, they will come, right? Right. That's it. That's the key. If you build it, they will come. But most people won't build it. So I'm like, you know what, guess what? If you want to sit back and watch me make moves, if you want to sit back and watch me create more movements, then you do that. And get me some herbal tea while you at it, you heard? And I don't like too much honey. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them how you like it, so they can sit straight.
Exactly. I'll pull a rider out You know, I mean, if you want to see my writer, I can get stupid with writers because
there you go.
it's like